Go, go, push up, push up, push up.
It's not just the ball
Turn.
or the other players in the arena that members of the Triangle Polo Club keep an eye on during a match.
Take it around.
Players are watching for signs that everything is okay with their horse.
Definitely learning to get in tune with horses and get in tune with horses quickly.
Polo players will tell you it's vitally important that the horse enjoys playing polo. Not every horse is comfortable in an arena, but once a horse and a rider team up, the pair must learn to understand and communicate with each other.
Go, keep working. I got him.
The ears will be going back and forth like this, one ear back, one ear forward. At least the horse is half paying attention to you. But ears are a sign. Horses licking their lips is a sign of receptive, that they're like what they're doing, how they're holding their eye, and if their eye's kind of soft and they're looking like they're having fun, or if they look like they're scared to death of it.
And so I look at the eye, I look at their breathing. I try to pick up on whether or not the horse is actually having a really unconfident moment and can't deal with it, so they've sort of gone inside to help themselves.
Lauren Kahn takes those visual clues even further with the horses she boards and trains at her Eagle Bear farm in Graham.
Good boy, Joshua!
She's studying, practicing, and working with animal researchers in the growing field of natural horsemanship.
But they do have different personalities, and it's an innate personality that they're born with, and then they respond also to their environment and things around them. So they can have a basic personality strength that also sometimes shifts a little bit based on what's happening in their life.
Natural horsemanship is better known by its more popular name, horse whispering. The techniques vary, but the general concept is for a trainer to develop a rapport with the horse, read its visual clues, and then match the horse's personality to its assigned task.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to help direct him.
Here's an example. Kahn says this horse recently arrived at her farm suffering from physical and emotional problems after performing in shows. The training sessions are usually at the end of a long line. The stick and the rope are for guidance. Positive reinforcement and rewards are used instead of punishment by physical force. Extreme patience is a must. A traumatized horse would normally not go near an unknown barrier like this, but after weeks of work,
Good boy. Good job. So that was his experimenting with bravery and confidence. If he can push something with his nose, bite something, then he's just experimented with dominating it. And so I'm perfectly happy to stop with that with him. I don't have to have him go through, because once again, that's the next level, and it would take whatever time it needs to take for him.
Researchers are still working to more clearly understand natural horsemanship and whether some form of the practice can be used with other animals.
What's interesting is there is some research out there that sort of suggests that there's definitely communication going on, and that this taps into what the horse understands about behavior and how behavior should be. And then you have a human that is able to kind of work within those confines of the way that horses understand behavioral norms.
Look between his ears as he goes around the corner, and it'll be easier for you to keep your balance.
Because it's less tight and I'm going where he is.
However you define human-animal interaction, physical therapist Lisa Reynolds believes therapeutic riding works because of the bond between horse and human.
I think so.
She points to Lillian Hanks, who is struggling with cerebral palsy and is riding Grindle as proof of what that bond can accomplish.
She'll tell you.
I love this horse dearly, and he is fabulous for my patients. The movement that he provides for them is just phenomenal. And his personality is very calm and laid back.
Horseback riding helps Lillian stretch out her muscles. It also forces her to sit up straight, which strengthens her core muscles. Riding without holding on is a tremendous accomplishment.
And it just loosens her trunk muscles up. She sits up a little better, and she does walk better. And she tends to walk further when she's rode the horse. She's always holding on to something. Even if she's sitting down, she feels comfortable. If she's got her hands on something or her arms on a table or something like that. And with this, she don't get to hold on to anything, and it's the only time she gets to experience that.
Lillian and Grindle seem to have a bond.
I'm used to it. I've been doing it for quite a while, so I'm not really scared of it anymore. Grindle knows me pretty well. I think I've ridden him. I started off with Blyer, and then I think I moved up to Grindle. And I've gotten to know him pretty well in 6 months.
You see it across the board, you really do. And it's all generally just this attitude that we need to increase animal welfare. We use these animals, so we use this horse to help this little girl improve her balance and her proprioception and her self-confidence, and we could all see that, right? But what's the horse? What's happening with the horse? Is the horse's welfare being considered in this? And in fact, that's one of the things I think is so neat about Lisa coming to Lauren, is that Lisa, the therapist, recognizes her horse's need to be comfortable while doing the work that it's being asked to do.